Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Asim. I'm working as DevOps engineer. Guys, in this video, I'm going to show you how we can provision Hashicorp Vault on Azure AKS, right? So I'm going to cover the concept like Auto-Unseal, and we are going to set up this Hashicorp Vault in production environment, just like you can simply watch this video till end and you will be in a position to set up HashiCorp Vault in your production environment with end-to-end encryption, complete TLS, and auto-unseal concept. I will show you what is meant by that, right? So let's begin. So guys, in the same repo, if you follow my tutorials regarding the Azure, I created a directory, HashiCorp Vault. In that, I've added readme.md. We are going to follow these steps, but definitely we need a EKS, AKS cluster. So for that, we are not going to use Terraform this time. Simply what we are going to do, we are going to use aks.cli to provision. So if you navigate to this Terraform in AKS, previously we have deployed the AKS cluster through Terraform, but we are going to use AKS CLI. You need to update the resource name and region. That's it, right? So in this particular script, what we are going to do, we are going to update our resource. Region is going to be East US, and rest of the stuff you don't bother. I mean, added some of the stuff later for later use. But this is the cluster name, and this is the version of Kubernetes we want to use. And we are going to use, I mean, Azure CLI to deploy this cluster, right? So I've already done the update. So if I do ls here, you see this aks.cli, and I've already logged in. Let's try to run the script and see what's happened. So we need, we are going to deploy 3-node cluster and let it run. Once this cluster is available, we are then going to set up HashiCorp Vault through help, and that part I'm going to show you shortly. Regarding the values.yaml, let it deploy. Till then, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you that part. So let it deploy, guys, once this is ready. And we are going to do, uh, I mean, then do the deployment of HashiCorp Vault. So I'm going to remove extra stuff regarding cube, I mean, context, and it is going to automatically create this cube directory and put the context in that, right? So if I navigate back to this section regarding the Azure, as I told you, in this we have a directory HashiCorp Vault. We need to set up some of the stuff for the auto unseal. So simply what you need to do, follow the step regarding the readme.md. Regarding the complete end-to-end TLS, guys, we need self-signed certificates. So how you can create those self-signed certificate, and I'm going to show all the steps. And then we are going to create secret in the namespace vault. In the namespace vault. So first of all, we need to create this, um, namespace, although we don't have any cluster. But what we are going to do, we are going to make this guy the script, executable. So in this particular directory, you will find this script. So let me open this guy in another window and I will show you the stuff. So if I navigate to this Azure, right, and cd into HashiCorp Vault, we have this script, cloudflare.shell, right? So if I run this particular script, what happened? What happened? It is going to create a directory with the name TLS in my /mnt. So this is my container, right? And it is mounted outside with the sandbox directory, but my working directory is /mnt, right? So exec into sandbox, and I just want to use the root, right? And if I do su, you see in imnmnt, so pwd ls. So let this guy run, and then I'm going to show you what's up, right? So guys, what it is happening here, it is going to download the Cloudflare packages to create those self-science certificate. You don't have to do anything. I'm going to show you. I've added all the stuff, and if you want to, see the whole stuff, I'm going to show you shortly. So let it download it. It is going to quickly download this tiny package, right? And once it's downloaded, it is going to create the self-science certificate for us. And once the packages are downloaded, it is going to update this in user local bin. I do recommend you to use this, Ubuntu container or Ubuntu machine. So as I told you, I'm using this, Ubuntu Chasm desktop, and every package is going to be installed here, right? So once the packages are installed, it is going to move the binary to user local bin, and then it's going to create those certs. So if I do ls here, you will see now it should have one directory called TLS. So let's discuss about this script. So what's happened here? So as I discussed with you guys, it is going to do app update. It's going to install hyphen curl, and it is going to these packages from Cloudflare, right? So if you want to update, these AMD packages or use the latest version, you can definitely do uh, that as well, right? You can use this particular link and update these boundaries. Anyway, and this is regarding the packages. We need these Cloudflare SSL packages, and we are going to make these boundaries executable, right? And then we are going to create directory in slash mntTLS and cd into this part. Then we are going to create a configuration file regarding the CA, right? And the expiry is going to be, I think, for 100 years, right? So, okay. So, and then we are going to create the certificate signing request. And in the slash mntTLS, you will see CACR.json. So I'm going to add these hosts. For instance, we need to we need a valid certificate regarding the self-signed certificate. We need these host names to be present. So CA can definitely, allow those. So I've added localhost and 127.0.0.1. All these names should be present, and then we are going to generate, a CA certificate file, and then we are going to create the vault certificate, which we are going to use, right? So everything I've added, so everything is going to be, if you want a change here, you need to update your name section. Might be you definitely you need to update your location, organization name, OU unit, and location. Anyway, this is just self-signed certificate, but for end-to-end encryption, we need those certificates, guys, right? So let's see where we are regarding the creation of our get nodes. Okay, our cluster is ready, guys. So we are going to follow these steps. So regarding this, Cloudflare SSL, we have done the TLS part. TLS directory is present. You need to follow the instruction as I'm telling you from the README MD. Now we are going to create one namespace, right? So let's create one namespace. And one thing I would like to do here, I'm going to open my K9s as well, right? And also if I do ns, namespace and filter the namespace vault, right? So currently we don't have anything in this namespace, right? And also what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this guy on my get the contents of this context, and I just want to bring this guy in my lens as well. So slash mnt slash config, right? So I'm going to simply uh, add this context in my lens. So let it run. Let it open, wait for a while. Optionally, guys, you can use this script as well, but we are going to use the Cloudflare SSL, right? Then, as a prerequisite, definitely you need to have Helm, install kubectl, and Azure CLI. So everything I've already installed in my container, right? So it is taking time. So okay, let's go to the next step. So next steps is, guys, regarding the create an Azure keyboard and grant necessary permission, right? And if you okay, let me open this stuff. So guys, what we are going to do, I'm going to create, let's say, let's create a tiny script in the temp VM, or let's say use the nano temp uh, vault TLS AKS vault. Because I've already added the script, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to update this guy, I'm going to run it, and I'm going to show you what's happened here. So if you click this guy, you need to update the resource name. So in our case, resource name is this, right? Simply update this guy. Region is definitely East US. I need to update this guy, right? So in the script, my cluster name is my AKS, right? And the vault name I want is this, but usually this keyboard name might not be present. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to upgrade the vault name to, let's say, key vault dash 0.12. So then we from the Azure CLI, we are going to create the key vault name. Key vault name, as I already discussed, this is the key vault name, right? And then the resource group is going to take, and the location we have already updated, and there is a typo in the location. So let me remove that. It is East US, and AKIS identity, it is going to fetch automatically with this a variable, right? As we added the I mean variables, and then it is going to create permission to the AKIS managed identity, right? And then we are going to create a secret in the Azure Key Vault, and that secret name is going to be Vault Unseal Key. That name is fine, is going to be static, and the Vault key name is going to be the one which we have already updated on the variable section, right? So everything seems to be good. So let's save this guy, and this is executable. So I'm going to simply I'm going to run this guy, right? So in slash temp and AKS dashboard, let's try to run it. Okay, if you navigate to uh, section here, keywords, you see it has created this guy and that particular guy. We should be able to see that pick up vault key. So it is in progress. We have to wait for a while. You just need to make sure this name should be unique, right? Yes, till then I'm going to pause the video and I will be back shortly with you guys. So guys, you see our CLI is done. So what we are going to do, just do a refresh, click this guy, Hashicorp Vault 12, right? And I mean, let it refresh and click the settings, objects, keys, or unseal key, right? So we are done with this part. So this part is done. So we need to set up this for auto-unseal, right? And everything seems to be good, but definitely we need to use this CLA. So I mean, okay, for the tenant ID, we need tenant ID because we need to update our values.yaml file. So this command will give us the tenant ID, although you can see the tenant ID from the UI as well. So regarding the AKS values.yaml, what we need to do is not much, and I'm going to show you all the stuff. But later, I mean, first of all, we need to update these names in our values.yaml. So definitely my tenant ID is different. I need to update my AKS values.yaml, right? So I just need to replace this guy, right? So let's let let it replace. Let me remove this one, right? And just put it. It's not copied. So let me double click this guy and try to paste it again. And you see the keyword is not this one. I mean, if you see, navigate to this section, keyword is 012. So you just need to make sure you edit the right stuff here. And the vault and seal key is see is the same. Guys, what we have not done yet is the creation of secret. We do have our TLS available, right? So if you navigate back to this section, what we have not done yet is the creation of secret. So from file, you see in slash mnt TLS we have ca.pem in vault.pem and vaultkey.pem. So if I scroll it down, right, you see, I want to show you this TLS directory which we have created through the script. We have this ca.pem, vault.pem, and let me show ca.pem as well, vaultkey.pem, right? Okay, just want to make sure everything should be there. So vaultkey.pem, right? So now what we are going to do, we are going to simply copy this particular command. We are going to create a secret in namespace vault, right? Simply paste it here. It is going to create the secret. And if I navigate back to this section, okay, I forget to add the cluster here. So add the cluster. So the config I've already added. I need to copy this guy. Guys, this is the sandbox in our environment. So you just need to I mean, make sure that it should be kept very secure and so I'm going to add this cluster, click this guy, right? Okay, click the wrong cluster. I'm going to show you the secret, what we have created, and these are the prerequisite regarding the board setup. Then also I'm going to show you the sample deployment of one application in that particular vault, how you can use that vault, right? So let it open, and it is actually opening. So if you navigate to workloads, pods, currently we are interested in vault. In configuration, you will see secrets. Few seconds ago, we have created this Vault TLS, right? You see Vault CA, Vault CRT, and Vault.key in base64 format, right? If you click this guy, it is going to show you the actual stuff. So, right. Anyway, now what we are going to do, everything seems to be okay. If any error occurs, we will, troubleshoot that one. Okay. So, guys, we are going to use the pretty much the latest version of Hashicorp, and let's see what is the current version. I've tested this version. You will see all the version, but uh, simply search this repo. Okay, 0.28.1 is available. So got it. So this is the guys latest version. So we are using the 0.28.0, not a big deal. Anyway, we are going to use the AKS values.yaml to install the vault. Let it install, then I'm going to cover the values.yaml, right? So, paste it here. This command, it is going to install it, and then now I'm going to cover the values.yaml, right? So, if I navigate to let it refresh, AKS values.yaml. In AKS, okay, it is readme.md, this one, AKS values.yaml, right? So guys, what we are going to say TLS disable false because we want TLS, and we have set up the certificate authority and self-signed certificate, right? Also, we are going to do the injector enable to true. These are the resource limits for the injector. Means with every application, it is going to deploy the injector with CPU and memory limit. This one you can definitely adjust according to your needs. Then we are going to use the server configuration. This is the tag. It's pretty much near to latest, and these are the resource limits I provided, right? And you can adjust according to your need definitely. But these are pretty much the standard. And so data storage, we are going to use the raft mode, right? So in raft mode, what it does, it is going to create the PVs, persistent volumes. The size of the persistent volumes are going to be 10 gigs. And I'm going to show you shortly. This stuff I already covered. We have updated the tenant ID. We updated the Vault Azure Vault name, right? And that this stuff is static, and Vault CSRT key we have created through Kubernetes secret, which I've already shown you guys. We are going to do the creation of secret, which we have already done Vault TLS, right? And then we are going to mount this TLS in slash vault TLS standalone enable fault, which means we want this to be set up as a cluster, and one is going to be master and other are going to be just like slave. So HA enable ref mode, as I discussed with you guys, it is going to be three node cluster. So it is going to discover the other guys, right? The other nodes, and then in ref mode we are defining the retry join and the certificates in slash vault TLS vault CA we have already defined, and this is the leader API, right? Vault 1 dot internal vault 0 dot, and because this is the three node cluster, so everything is pretty much static, right? And the seal configuration, we are using environment variables here, so we have already defined above, so we don't need to update anything here. And UI enable true, and let's see. So if I navigate to this section in the pod section, let's see what's happened. So currently we are having a restart issues. Let's see the logs. It should not have restart issues. For instance, if I navigate to this, you see loopbacks. There is definitely some issue. We need to check the log as I discussed. We need to troubleshoot this one. Okay, Azure keyboard wrapper. Okay, okay, this name seems to be incorrect. It is looking for this name, and what I need to do, I need to update my AKS values.yaml. So you see, uh, it's Hashicorp key dashboard, and our if I navigate to this section, it is the name. I mean, we put additional name here, so I need to update this guy, and I'm going to redeploy my simple command again. So if I navigate back to this area, simply I'm going to rerun this command, which is going to upgrade this part because the name we have provided is actually incorrect regarding the vault, Azure Vault, right? So what it does, it is going to redeploy this version. If I navigate to this section and let, let it close the other stuff, right? And in the Helm, scroll it down, releases, it is going to create a new release, right? So it is in progress, and you see it is in pending, and once it's updated, we are going to get rid of existing pods. So it is deployed, you see. Let me show you this part. It is deployed. So now you will see the pods still in fresh loopback, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of these pods. So let it remove. So once the pods spins up, you will see that pods should be able to find that vault which we have created. So let those guys run. And one thing I need to tell you, a vault is not going to be initialized. You see, the state is now running, but it should not be crash loop back, right? So let it run all these guys. What we are going to do, we are going to do initialize, I mean, vault. I mean, we're going to take a shell into vault 0. One, we are going to use the command vault operator in it. Once the once it is initialized, it is going to update the other guys. For instance, it is going to identify who is the master, and the other guy is going to be, I mean, able to connect with this guy. Let me show you what I mean by that. So you see, currently the state is running. So I'm going to take a shell into this guy, and I'm going to use and the command vault operator in it. Guys, these secret you must keep in a very safe place because these are not going to be available, right? So it has the root token as well, and the five keys. You see, so guys, you see, vault is initialized, and now what happened? You see, all other guys are in running state. So this is called RAF mode, right? And you just need to make sure. And then I'm going to do now I'm going to use the vault login command, right? Vault login, and it is going to ask for the token. I'm going to simply use this token, and I'm going to add the stuff like everything I've added here in the README MD. We are going to enable the Kubernetes auth, right? So you can use from the UI as well. But what we are going to do, we have already done the vault login, and I'm going to enable the vault auth, simply copy this command and paste it here. So it is going to enable the Kubernetes auth, and we are going to simply write this auth as well config file, and I'm going to show you what is mean by these, right? So let it write, and it is going to write Kubernetes config and token. So guys, if you see token reviewer um uh, underscore GRT, it is going to do get var run secret kubernetes.io service account token. It is going to get the content from that. And okay, the issue is that I think it seems to be fine. And okay, let's wait for a while. Okay, and then the Kubernetes host is going to be this one, Kubernetes default.svc, and Kubernetes cert CA cert is going to be living in this area, var run secret kubernetes.io service account.ca. So it is pretty much stuck here. Yeah, so yeah, shell seems to be broken. I'm going to take one more shell here. So guys, my session was broken, so we have enabled the auth. We need to simply copy these particular commands and paste it. So I've taken the shell in this K9s. So if you simply get out these contents, you will see uh, the token. I just want to show you all the stuff. So you just want to make sure everything is there. So this is the Kubernetes host, right? Um, which is the default SVC, right? Yes, I just need to copy this guy and simply add the contents here. We are inside the container. You see, this is the cert. So anyway, and regarding the get SVC. So this is the default SVC, right? You can describe this one. Anyway, now what we are going to do, this part is done. This is some of the stuff regarding the troubleshooting, but what we are going to do, we are going to create one role to deploy sample application, right? And one thing I need to show you regarding the persistency, our data is going to be stored in these persistent volumes. You see, 10 gigs volumes secrets are going to be stored securely in these uh, volumes. And regarding the auto-unseal process, I will show you once the application is we are able to deploy. So at the end of the tutorial, I'm going to show you that part. Pretty good stuff. So guys, what we are going to do here, we are going to create one role here. So I've already taken the shell, and if you want to set up the default TTL to 1 hour, you can do that. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply copy these particular commands, and I'm going to paste those here. So, and I'm going to show you in the end from the UI as well. So you can add the vault auth config. So, if you want, you can run this particular command, right? Then what we are going to do, we are going to um, create one policy, and then I'm going to write this particular policy. So guys, these are two commands. I'm doing all the stuff from the shell or from the CLI, and I'm going to show you in the uh, from the UI as well. Then I'm going to enable the secret KV version 2, key value, right? And I'm going to put secret in that, right? So basic secret, right? I'm doing this quickly because I've already covered these detailed steps in my Azure Vault tutorial, but that was not with, you know, like with the RAF mode. That is not, I mean, I've done that in a kind cluster. So this is the mode of a production ready stuff, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do ls here. We have a deployment YAML. I'm going to do k apply hyphen f deployment.yaml. So in deployment.yaml, it is going to create, I mean, one service account and deployment in the example app, right? So when I navigate to this section in the deployment YAML, see, it is going to create one namespace, example app, service account, a basic secret, and then we are going to use the annotation and skip verify TLS2 because we are using self-and certificate. But if you navigate to this section regarding the, I mean, example app, we should be able to, I mean, example app, you see, if you check the logs, you will see the injector logs, Vault agent in it, right? It is able to authenticate with Vault, right? And I'm going to take a shell into this guy to show you what's happened and where our secrets are living. And then I'm going to show you the Vault UI as well. So take a shell into this and you will see, let it open, and you see if you do ls and if I do care the contents of Vault, right? And this is a secret and hello world, cat this guy, you see the DB user. So if I navigate to this section, services, I mean network services, I'm going to um, click this guy, Vault, and enable port forwarding. Let's say any random port or use this port, totally up to you. I'm going to open this guy and then it is going to ask me for the token. So the token we have, let me scroll up here, and I need to scroll a little bit more. I'm going to use the root token definitely, as this is the demo. You can create, I mean, users or all this stuff. So proceed with unsafe. So I'm able to access my, Vault. Even you can use that CA, upload it in your browser. It is going to be, it is not going to say not secure. That error is gone. So if you see secret engines, we have added this particular secret, basic secret, and in that secret we uh, have added those values which are actually available in our container. Uh, Regarding the environment variable using secret, you can watch my previous tutorial. I've covered three applications. You can see those. You see, regarding the method Kubernetes, we have enabled through with the CLI, right? So this part is done. In the last, I just want to show you this part. What is meant by auto-unseal? If you navigate to this Kubernetes, if your pod dies, what's happened? Simply get rid of all these three Vault, and you will see auto-unseal happen from the Azure Vault. So what it does, it is going to terminate these, um, I mean, pods, and you see in the terminate state. But once those pods are back, uh, the vault is going to be automatically unseals, which means that our application, if we deploy our, I mean, new version of application or new application, it should be able to authenticate. You see, now it is still in running state, and if I navigate back to, I mean, a session is broken, like in the K9S. Okay, let me do, okay, let me press Control C here. Again, I'm going to take take session, and if I do vault status, you will see vault is going to be unsealed. So that is how you run Vault in production mode. I have seen a lot of tutorials, even on YouTube. They're not showing the exact production ready stuff. Even might be they disable the TLS, which is not what is required in production. Definitely want to have TLS enabled, right? And also, the best practices you see, HA enable true and Vault is initial sealed is false. So that is how you do auto unseal on Azure. In my later videos, I will cover EKS as well with Vault unsealing. So that is it, guys. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Have a nice day. Thank you.